Hello, welcome to the Hypnosis Academy. I hope you're all doing really well. It's getting near Christmas, isn't it? Now, today I'm going to talk about a subject that was given to me by Ginter. Hello, Ginter. And Ginter's asking about when clients project onto the therapist attraction, when the client becomes attracted to the therapist. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you my opinion on that. It is not necessarily the opinion of anybody else. Okay, I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So I know lots and lots of healers watch this channel, and you're all working with clients. In my client base, I work with a man one time in 100. Yeah. So the vast majority of my clients are women. Why? I mean, brilliant question. Why? Why is the vast amount of people who watch the channel women? Why is it that the vast amount of people that watch my other channel on Peaceful Rebellion are women? Well, because I think women have got their stuff together, yeah? They've got their shit together. And men at the moment haven't. But also men really shy away from emotional kind of outbursts and stuff like that. Typically, men. I'm counting myself in that group, okay? But if you're working with people of the opposite gender or people of the same gender, it really doesn't matter, you can expect that at some point somebody probably will be attracted to you. And I'll explain why. Why would your client be attracted to you? Well, there are a number of reasons why. But let's start with the basics. First of all, the client is only ever going to see you when you are in therapy mode, right? So they're going to see one facet of your personality. That facet of the personality is what? Strong, capable, knowing exactly what to do, knowing exactly what to say, being there, supportive, giving great feedback. So the client gets the wrong idea about who you are, because obviously we're so much more than just therapists. So the client gets this idea that this is who you are, right? So already, you're on a pedestal of this is somebody really good, really strong, whatever, yeah? So that's the first thing, that you're always putting on this face of, it doesn't matter what happens, the therapist is always strong and calm and don't worry, we can get through this. The client at the same time will be confiding in you as a therapist with things that they probably never talk to anybody about, ever. Secrets, dark secrets that they've never shared with anybody or with very few people, they'll share with you. So there's an intimacy that builds, and that actually is a very, very good thing in therapy. I believe this level of confidence, this level of comfort, the person's very comfortable with you. You want to inculcate that in with your clients. You want your client to have confidence in you and to feel very comfortable with you. But obviously, at the same time, that relationship that builds where as a client, I've worked with some people for a long time, and I know everything about their life and their thoughts, and I know them. I really do know them. Like what you would say, like a really good friend. When you get to know a really good friend and you know what that friend's going to think and how they're going to feel and how they're going to react, that's how you get. It's like making friends on speed when you are doing therapy, because you're finding out, people are revealing everything to you. But obviously with that intimacy that comes, there's also the danger that it could be misconstrued. Remember that your client is coming to you in a very vulnerable place. The clients are vulnerable. They're not in a good place in their life, otherwise they wouldn't be coming to you. They're looking for advice. They might be in a horrible relationship or not in a relationship, and they want to be in one. They may have just come out of a relationship. They could be in a lot of difficult places in their life. And so suddenly they've got this intimate relationship with somebody and who listens to them. Now, just imagine that. Most people don't have somebody who listens to them. Most people don't listen to people. And your job as a therapist is to listen. You know, when I'm with my client, I am paying attention to every word that they're saying because they're telling me what the issues are. So that listening, and it's not just listening. You know, if you ever do a course on how to attract people, right? There are the NLP attraction courses. I mean, I've listened to them because it's all interesting stuff. It's stuff of how to make friends and influence people. It's exactly the same thing. But one of the key things to actually make somebody like you, and it goes for any gender, is that you listen to what they say. You listen to them. You make sure that you're nodding your head and you're with them, and then you repeat back to them their words. Yeah. So what do we do as therapists? I do this all of the time. Just let me stop you there. I want you to hear what you've just said and say these words back, right? What that is the biggest compliment to the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is saying, wow, this person is not only listening to me, but is also using the same words as I've just used. That means that he is intelligent and that he's wonderful and that he's great. The unconscious mind loves people who repeat back words to them because it's like this affirmation of, I said it right, didn't I? And you agree. So that's the other issue with being a therapist, is that you are feeding back to the person their thoughts. You are listening to them. Do you know how many people are in relationships where the partner's unable to hear them, doesn't want to listen to them, or not capable of listening to them? They feel unheard. And then suddenly the therapist comes along and hears everything that they say. That in and of itself can be a reason for the client to project onto this is probably just my ideal partner. They might think, this is, if I could find somebody like this person, then I'd probably be happy. And so you get all of this maelstrom of feelings, right? How do you deal with it as a therapist? What does that mean for you? It doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. It doesn't mean that you are super sexy. Okay, you might be, but it doesn't mean that you're super sexy. It doesn't mean anything. All it means is that your client in a vulnerable place has developed some feelings for you that, I promise you, that will change over time. Okay, that will go. They're not going to be there forever. It's just part of the process, the working process. It happens all of the time. It's called the honeymoon period, where everything's beautiful and you love that person and everything. But the longer, if they spend a lot of time with you, and we've talked about length of time with clients. I've been working with clients off and on, maybe for 3 years, for 4 years, same clients. After a while, they get to know who you are, and then the facade falls, the projection shatters, and they see who you are, which is just a normal person. Once they get to that stage and they see that you're just a normal person, you're no different to anybody else, and you've got your troubles and your pains and your sadnesses and your joys, and then all of that disappears. Will you end up with excellent friendships with your clients? Yeah. I've got clients, I love them. When I see certain clients, the ones who I've been with for a while, I'm excited to hear where they are. I'm excited to hear about the family. I know all of the family. I know them by name. I know the family. I know the strong points, the weak points, the dynamics, the gossip. I know the lot, and I really enjoy, talking with my clients and finding out, and then helping them. So there are relationships are formed, and I think all of this stupidity of you've got to keep this barrier between you and the client and all of keep it cool and all of that. It's never been a concern for me. I'm friends with the people I work with, and I hope so. Not everybody, and some people come and go, and but the people I've worked with for a long time, I would like to class them as friends, and that's beautiful. So, yes, it happens. Yes, your client might fancy you for a bit. It's okay. Most of the sessions we do on Zoom anyway. So, there's no danger. All you do is you don't promote it, don't encourage it. You always just play it down. It's okay, you'll get through it. I understand why you might be feeling that, but it's not really a real feeling. Yeah, you just kind of play it down. But never stop seeing your client or deny it or get really angry or whatever and make a big deal out of it. Don't, because it's just a little process they're going through. It's part of the healing. That's all. They're just looking around for somebody who might actually make them happy. Yeah. So it's okay. It's not life-threatening. It's not dangerous. But, be aware that it can happen. And just take it as a compliment. Just take it as a compliment that, that they perceive you to be nice enough that you could be a partner. And that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Okay. So, there you are. I hope that helps. And I love you all. And I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.